My Rookie of the Year is going to go based on the standings.
Okay.
Because I think that is how you have the opportunity to measure impact.
And the sky's right above them.
And when you look at that, Angel Reese has to get the nod. Angel Reese has to do the dirty work. I have said it's not sexy to...
Remember when ESPN Analysts said Caitlin Clark wasn't ready for the big leagues? Well, guess what? They just got served a huge slice of humble pie. Clark didn't just prove them wrong, she's making them eat their words on national TV. Let's break down how this rookie sensation went from underdog to top dog in the WNBA. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the videos. Caitlin Clark burst onto the WNBA scene like a firework. She's dropping buckets, dishing dimes, and making jaws drop with every game. But you know what's crazy? ESPN analysts Monica McNutt and Carolyn Peck didn't see it coming. They were all about Angel Reese for Rookie of the Year, saying team standings mattered more than individual stats. But Clark wasn't having any of that. She kept balling out game after game. It's like she took those doubts and used them as fuel. Now there's a storm brewing in the WNBA, and Clark is right at the center of it. You won't believe what happens next when Clark's on-court domination collides with those analysts' opinions. It's about to get wild. Just when you thought Clark couldn't make more waves, she dropped 31 points in a single game. But that's not even the craziest part. How did this performance spark a war of words that's rocking the entire sports media landscape?
Y'all quiet now. Now I want somebody to send that to you, because you know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna call your name, but you know who y'all. Y'all had a lot to say early.
I think that Indiana is a problem. And the way that they are playing as of late, when you look at the numbers of what Caitlin Clark has done.
Caitlin Clark is setting the WNBA on fire, and it's not just her opponents feeling the heat. ESPN analysts Monica McNutt and Carolyn Peck are in the hot seat, and they're getting grilled by an unexpected critic. NFL legend Shannon Sharpe stepped into the ring, calling out these analysts for their earlier doubts about Clark's abilities. Sharpe didn't hold back. He called them out, saying, "They've gone quiet now. Can you believe it? A football icon is defending a basketball rookie." But Sharpe wasn't done. He challenged McNutt and Peck to keep the same energy they had when they were doubting Clark. He said, "I want y'all to have that same energy when y'all was talking. Don't get mad now." But why all this fuss? Well, Clark just went supernova on the court. She dropped a mind-blowing 31 points against the Chicago Sky. Imagine this. Clark's weaving through defenders, sinking shots from downtown, and dishing out assists like she's been in the league for years. It's not just a game, it's a statement. Clark's performance sent shockwaves through the sports world. Suddenly, everyone's sitting up and taking notice. Even the analysts who doubted her are changing their tune. Peck had to admit, "I think Indiana is a problem." That's right, the same analyst who wasn't sure about Clark is now acknowledging the impact she's having on her team. You know what's wild? Clark isn't just proving the doubters wrong, she's rewriting the rookie playbook. She's adjusting to the speed of the pro game faster than anyone expected. It's like she took all those preseason doubts, crumpled them up, and used them to sink three-pointers. This isn't just about one player anymore. Even Clark's dominance is forcing everyone in the sports world to reevaluate how they judge rookie talent. She's not just in the Rookie of the Year conversation, she's leading it. And with every game, every assist, every clutch shot, she's making it harder for anyone to ignore her impact. Clark's stellar performance isn't just silencing critics.
And of course, the big difference is Caitlin Clark. I think she should be up for MVP.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get up. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
It's forcing them to do a complete 180. How did she manage to turn her biggest skeptics into her most vocal supporters? The answer might surprise you. Remember those ESPN analysts who were all about Angel Reese for Rookie of the Year? Well, they're singing a different tune now. Clark's domination on the court has them backpedaling faster than a defender trying to keep up with her crossover. Picture this, ESPN studio, the same place where doubts about Clark were once tossed around like confetti. Now, it's like a Clark appreciation party. Carolyn Peck, who once questioned Clark's readiness, is now praising her impeccable court vision. She couldn't stop gushing about that sick behind-the-back pass Clark pulled off against the Sparks. Talk about a change of heart, but Peck isn't the only one doing a complete 180. Monica McNutt, who was firmly on Team Reese, is now recognizing Clark and Aaliyah Boston as the second best scoring duo in the league. league. That's right, the same analyst who thought Clark might struggle is now putting her in elite company. It's like watching a magic trick, but instead of pulling a rabbit out of a hat, Clark's pulling praise out of her critics. You know what's even crazier? Clark isn't just in the Rookie of the Year conversation anymore. She's crashed the MVP party, and she's not leaving anytime soon. She's leading the league in assists and dropping 23.4 points per game. That's not rookie numbers, that's superstar territory. But here's the real kicker. Shaquille O'Neal, the big diesel himself, is jumping on the Clark bandwagon. After her 31-point game against Chicago, Shaq couldn't help but give her props. He said she does everything right and acknowledges her ability to make smart plays. When you've got Shaq singing your praises, you know you're doing something right. Clark's not just changing minds, she's rewriting the rookie playbook. She's adjusting to the pro game faster than a cheetah on roller skates. It's like she took all those preseason doubts, turned them into fuel, and used them to power her rocket to stardom. And just when you thought Caitlin Clark had silenced all her doubters,
there's not another #1 draft pick on that roster currently. There's not another all-star on that roster currently from years past.
Caitlin Clark has been flat out balling, and she has elevated her level of play to a point. There is no debate.
A new storm was brewing. While she was busy dominating on the court, a firestorm erupted off it. One careless remark from a prominent analyst set off a chain reaction that put respect for women in sports under the microscope. What happened next shocked everyone. Pat McAfee, known for his bold commentary, made a huge misstep. He used a derogatory term to describe Clark during his show. Can you believe it? He actually called her a white boss. The sports world exploded. Fans, players, and fellow analysts were all up in arms. It wasn't just about Clark anymore. This incident sparked a bigger conversation about how we talk about women in sports. McAfee quickly realized he messed up big time. He came out with an apology faster than Clark's lightning-quick assists. He said, "I shouldn't have used white bitag as a descriptor of Caitlin Clark. No matter the context, I have way too much respect for her and women to put that into the universe." But was it too little, too late? Enter Kendrick Perkins, the former NBA star turned analyst. He wasn't having any of it. Perkins called out male commentators for their language, saying they need to step up their game when it comes to respecting women in sports. He didn't mince words. You have to respect the WNBA. Respect the women that are playing, respect the women that are covering the game, and you have to make sure you do it in great fashion. Yeah.
Caitlin Clark is in the conversation, but Caitlin Clark is in the conversation for league MVP. I don't know if y'all already know that.
Clark off the screen, finds some space, and delivers. It's a triple for Caitlin Clark.
But here's where it gets really interesting. How did Clark respond to all this drama? Did she let it throw her off her game? Not a chance. While everyone else was caught up in the controversy, Clark was busy leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff berth since 2016. That's right, she won 8 of her last 10 games, proving her critics wrong both on and off the court. Imagine this, Clark's on the court, the crowd's going wild, and she's playing like the controversy doesn't even exist. She's dropping dimes, sinking threes, and making plays that have everyone's jaws on the floor. It's like she took all that negative energy and turned it into pure basketball magic. You know what's even crazier? While some were busy disrespecting her, Clark was out there changing the game. She's not just a rookie anymore. She's a leader, a game changer, and a force to be reckoned with. She's showing everyone that actions speak louder than words, and her actions are screaming superstar. Caitlin Clark isn't just changing minds, she's rewriting the WNBA playbook. From doubted rookie to undeniable superstar, Clark's journey is like a basketball fairy tale come to life. But here's the thing, it's no fairy tale. It's pure skill, determination, and a whole lot of buckets. Clark's not just playing the game, she's revolutionizing it. Every time she steps on the court, it's like watching a masterclass in basketball. She's bringing a new level of excitement to the WNBA, and fans can't get enough. But Clark's impact goes way beyond the stats sheet. She's inspiring a whole new generation of ballers. Young girls are watching her and thinking, that could be me someday. Clark's not just changing the game, she's changing the future of women's basketball. And trust me, that future looks brighter than ever.